Greeting, dear HMC friends. It's always good to be with you. And today, may we be reminded, Jesus is with you. So the Lord be with you today. Well, at HMC, we certainly have had a run of funerals and of loss. And there are sometimes people who say to me, Peter, I'm not sure how you deal with all of this loss. And when we face loss, in whatever form, whether it be in death, whether it be through a traumatic circumstance or a house invasion, whether we lose a marriage, a relationship, or a job, we are all faced with that same reality of loss. And what does that mean for us? Scripture is full of things that help us in our loss. There are many bits of Scripture that are there to encourage us and to remind us, particularly with the loss of life. Jesus reminds us, I am the resurrection and the life. We also are reminded of Christ saying, do not worry, in my Father's house are many rooms. And so Scripture has got many parts that can encourage us. But unfortunately for many of us, that's where we leave it. We quote a piece of Scripture, we say, well, that's all done now, it's all okay. And often I say, that sorts out our loss in this part, but it doesn't deal with this part, our hearts. And so Scripture also is full with parts that remind us that God is not just in our heads, but also in our hearts. Psalm 23, most beloved, that we can draw to quiet waters. The staff on which we can lean as we go through those dark valleys. Even as some of the versions say, the valley of the shadow of death. The reminder of Jesus, blessed are they who mourn, they shall be comforted. But many of us have been brought up, stiff upper lip. Deal with it here and keep quiet about that. And yet Scripture is reminding us, and as Jesus said, blessed are they who mourn, is that unless we mourn, we cannot be comforted. Is that our times when we come to remember, the times to reflect are so important. And it's during those times that the other pieces of Scripture can really speak to us. And so back to that question, Peter, how do you cope? Is that sometimes I know that I just need to take some time to mourn. And again, as Ecclesiastes reminds us, there is a time for all things, a time to mourn, a time to be quiet, as well as a time to celebrate, and a time to get on with things. And so maybe as each of us have faced loss in many myriad of different ways, I want to remind us that we need to take time to maybe mourn or reflect on that loss, to bring that to God, to withdraw to those quiet waters and allow yourself to catch up. If we don't kid ourselves that it's going to disappear. It'll probably appear when we snap with anger at the cashier at the shop or those who are around us. for mourning and loss need time and not a stiff upper lip. They need a place. And our gracious God reminds us, I am with you, and I will be with you in that time of mourning. So friends, may you know the comfort and the strength of God that is with each one of us in all that we face. God bless and take care.